All right, we're back. Sports Unplugged, keeping it in the NBA. I'm going to make sure we talk about the WNBA, too. This is probably going to be groundbreaking history. We're going to do a segment on WNBA.
It won't be long.
I got beef, son.
It won't be long.
But let's talk about, we stand with the NBA. We talked about the playoffs. We're going to talk about our star right here
in Chicago.
My man, Derrick Rose.
Derrick
Rose. Great guy.
Yep, I love him.
Been catching a lot of heat.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. We've been covering the Bulls since he's been we've been in locker rooms with him, with the team ever since he was a rookie. We've been given, credentials and passes to be down there.
Yes, sir.
That dude has not changed at all. And when it comes to talking to the media and dealing with the media,
at all,
same rules apply. He talks to anybody, and he doesn't leave until the PR media people push him out of there.
Exactly.
If somebody wants a solo interview, he'll talk to them until he gets pushed out of there. So I want to say that Derrick Rose hasn't changed a bit since the day he was a rookie.
All right. So with that being said, blew his knee out over a year ago.
Right.
Been rehabbing. Adidas with the comeback, the return, all this hype, gets cleared to play by the doctors.
Back in March, they said it was even earlier than that.
Tells the media, I'm not comfortable yet. When I can dunk off stride, full force off his leg, I'm gonna do it. That's when I'll come back.
And everybody gave him the benefit of the doubt then.
Yes. Now people have been saying, hey, your team needs you right now. They need the leader. They need you to be out there. You're a former MVP. You're the highest paid player on this team. Everybody on your team is playing hurt. Joakim, hurt. Luau, hurt wrist all year. Nate Robinson coming in gritty, heart and soul. Why aren't you out there? Kirk Heinrich, elbow issues, everything. Getting out there.
Taj.
Okay. Taj. Okay.
Rip, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Rip is the biggest waste of money ever.
Go ahead.
It's not even Carlos Boozer wasting.
Go ahead.
But why aren't you back? And why isn't he being destroyed
by the media? Van Gundy, during the Bulls Heat game, was it Sunday? Van Gundy was asked the question. He was like, if Dwight Howard was cleared by doctors to play from a back or shoulder injury, whatever,
right,
and he says he's not ready to play yet, and as time goes by, but he's practicing every day, going hard in practice every day, doesn't miss a practice, but just says, I'm not ready yet, the media would eat him alive. True. Van Gundy basically says that Derrick Rose has so much cachet with the media.
He gets a pass.
And I mean, we've been hearing the fans kind of talking. We've been hearing, especially in Chicago, you kind of starting to hear people say things, you know what I'm saying, that you really didn't hear them say about Derrick before.
You're right.
But now when you're seeing videos of him dunking off the left, like explosively dunking, when you hear him playing, when you hear how great he looks in practice and how hard he's going in practice, you got to start thinking like, okay, if you go, I mean, what are you waiting for?
But then when you also hear his coach say, hey, if he says he's not ready, I'm not tripping on that.
You want to know why? Because that's the franchise. You don't mess with the franchise.
But here's my point. To all those people that are saying that, first of all, how many of you ever had an ACL injury? It's not. It took Chris Paul 2 years.
Right.
Okay? Amari Stoudemire had microfracture.
Right.
Tried to come back too soon. He's never been the same since.
Right.
First of all, to compare Derrick Rose injury to Iman Shumpert and Rubio, 3 different types of players. Rubio doesn't play above the rim, and neither does Iman Shumpert. Not like Derrick. Derrick, if you've ever watched this game, it's explosive. It's almost borderline violent the way he jumps.
Right.
Seriously, like even on the jump stop that he blew his knee out, it's a violent jump stop.
Him torquing his body the way he does, right.
Like with so much. So what you think is exploding off his left foot to do the dunk, it's not exploding to him. He still feels like somebody will get up and bash my shit. Like to Derrick, exploding means when I bounce, my chest is like in your face, like how LeBron explodes off the floor. Case in point. Not making any excuses for Derrick. If you're ready to play, you're ready to play. Mentally, at some point in time, you got to get over it. You got to be a big boy, put your big boy pants on. I understand that. But the same people that are hollering this nonsense First of all, were the same people that were hollering Tibbs was wrong for having him out on the floor in the first place in a game that was sold up. First of all, let's get that out of the way. Let's go back a year and a half. I had to listen to all that. Now, if he gets healthy, goes back out there, and the way he plays, the style he plays, because you don't want him to come back unless he's Derrick Rose, and he tears his knee up again.
You brought him back too soon.
Now you brought him back too soon.
And you should listen to what
Chicago fans are never satisfied.
You won't. I mean, honestly, look, I'm going to be honest with you.
And let's be honest. Let's be real.
Go ahead.
Let's be super real. Whether Derrick, this is why I said I didn't care when all that stuff started. Whether Derrick's back or not, you do not have the pieces in place to beat the elite teams in the East. You can sit up here and be like, well, they beat Miami without Derrick and they broke the streak. Listen, dog, it's hard. First of all, it's hard to win 10 games in a row with anything. So all the pressure was on Miami. The Bulls just had to go out and play.
All I have to say to people who say that is, remember, the Bulls beat Miami 3 times that year.
And then what happened when it mattered?
Destroyed. Well, they didn't get destroyed, but they got five games they were out.
So all that regular season crap means nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Because in the playoffs, you need your stars.
Right.
You need your stars to make a difference. Great playoff team stars make a difference. So at the end of the day, here's what I say to Derrick. Sit down. Take your time. Now, next year, I expect you to be back.
Oh, no. Here's the thing.
Next year, all gloves up.
All gloves up, because no one can say anything about anything when he comes back next year. If he hurts himself again at the beginning, how long do you want us to wait? You know what I'm saying? Right. There's nothing else we could have done. You know what I'm saying? My only thing with Derrick is just stop talking about it.
I wouldn't even
I would just say, I'm not coming back. Just say I'm not coming back. Shut it down.
Don't do the whole,
I might come back in the playoffs. Why would you do that?
Shut it down.
And why would you do it? Especially if they're talking about having you come back with, a limited minutes. You don't go into the playoffs. The playoffs, you don't do that. You are honestly screwing up your roster.
Because the team chemistry has been done. It's been dealt out. It's been
You've been playing without Derrick Rose. Here's the thing. It's not like you're playing him. Remember, the last time he played with the Chicago Bulls, there was about 5 guys that were on that team that ain't there no more. Right. You never played with Nate Robinson. I don't care about practice and everything like that. You never played with Nate Robinson. You've never played with Bellinelli. You never played with some of these guys before. No. You know what I'm saying? Heck, have you played with Kirk? You never played with Kirk before. You know what I'm saying? So
didn't he play? No, Kirk was
there.
Kirk when he first came.
Maybe when he first came.
But this is what I said. I always ask people. I said, do you think this team, this bench team or whatever, just take Derrick out? Do you think this team is better than the team with C.J. Watson, Ronnie Brewer, and Kyle Korver? And everybody always says no. I said, so how do you think
that's a good
they're going to win the title?
That's a good question. I want to say no only because of Ashik being gone. Because I love Bellinelli over all the 2 guys we had last time.
Because I don't listen.
I like Bellinelli
defensively. This team, I don't think, minus Jimmy Butler.
That's what I'm saying. And I was about to say
Jimmy Butler,
Jimmy and Bellinelli. I do like over
the big man off the bench are terrible.
No, we have a guy named Michael Thomas, I think. Is that
garbage?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nazir Muhammad, love him to death.
Oh, God.
Guy, garbage.
Oh, God. Every single time I see him miss
so what I'm saying is
layup.
So you take Bellinelli and Butler and Nate Robinson over C.J. Watson, Ronnie Brewer, and Kyle Korver.
Yes.
I think it's a push. I really don't.
The way Nate Robinson get buckets? Even though he can shoot you in the foot too.
You act like CJ and them didn't get buckets when they needed to. CJ's always going to be remembered for the mistake. That's it. Right. Nobody's ever going to remember the good stuff.
No, I like CJ.
Chicago fans.
No. I like CJ, but I mean the thing was
Ronnie Brewer brought you lock up D.
But the thing was CJ wasn't aggressive enough for me. I thought I don't know why.
Do you know why Nate is so aggressive? Because there's nobody else on the team that can score.
No, but what I'm saying is you had. Lucas the third, John Lucas the third on the team going for his. You know what I'm saying?
That's another one. That's another one you add.
I know what I'm saying, but C.J. Watson could score if he just tried to score, but he never really was aggressive like that.
He wasn't. And John Lucas used to score. Where's John Lucas now?
He's in Toronto.
Okay. Basketball purgatory.
Well, actually, Toronto doesn't look that.
Stop.
We'll talk about it later.
Stop. Way later, like another show.
Right.
on that ain't even being broadcast right here. I just think at the end of the day, people making a big deal out of it. Look, let the guy come back when he's going to come back. I agree. Derrick, stop talking about it. Tell your people to stop talking about it. We shutting it down for the year. It's done. See y'all next year.
Right.
With a new shoe that y'all still going to buy, and I'm going to come out. Now, next year, no excuses. I ain't got, the only thing that can happen is you hurt yourself again.
Right.
And I just be like, okay, now he's done.
Because, like I said, you saw John Wall when he came back. He looked terrible. He looked terrible.
Iman Shumpert hasn't looked great. Like, none of the players. I was like,
I feel you give Derrick Rose, and from the beginning, I've been like, hey, man, take your time. I don't like all this talking. I don't like his brother talking. I don't like him talking. Just shut up. Everybody shut up. Learn from Dwight Howard. Just shut up. Don't say nothing.
That's it.
Because you were doing great. But all of a sudden, because you were traveling with the team, all of a sudden the reporters been able to put a mic in your face.
Exactly.
Shut up. Don't say nothing. I ain't coming back.
Not a word.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming back until next year. Get a full off season. Get a summer training program. Come back next year and go rip the league up, man.
Tear it up.
Tear up the league next year.
I agree, but either or, even next year, unless you get another stud in here to play with him, they're not gonna win anything as long as that Miami Heat team stays together. And they're gonna get better.
No. The Miami Heat team will stay together until 14.
And Pat Riley gonna get better if he feels like Dwayne Wade is breaking down. Hey, Sacramento, Tyreek, come on over here and play with me. I'm telling you, dog.
Pat Riley don't do that. Pat Riley is loyal like a puppy dog.
Pat Riley like that jewelry too.
Yeah, but Pat Riley don't get rid of his players.
If Pat Riley
don't do that.
If Pat Riley thinks we going off Alonzo Mourning, cool. Pat Riley will get rid of your ass if he don't think you suitable enough to help him win a championship. Come on, dog. If you think you just like, hey, you
have to be done. Then he'll talk you. He'll probably talk you into retirement.
Nah, he's gonna trade you. Get out of here. I want to win.
It took Alonzo Mourning to almost die for him to leave.
But Alonzo Mourning was still a great
I know, but that's what I'm saying. The only time he was moved was when he
let D-Wade not be able to score anymore. Let him not be able to get them points that they need when Bron can't score. He'll be like, hey, look.
He won't get traded.
I take somebody that'll get him.
He won't get traded.
He won't retire. D-Wade won't retire, so he ain't got no option. You force my hand.
Nah, I'm just saying.
We doing WNBA next?
No,
please.
We're talking about college basketball.
Nah, hell no, dog. I'm going WNBA before I talk about college basketball because this needs to be addressed. And I got to give the ladies their props. It's probably the best draft the WNBA has had in a long time. Don't act like you don't sneak and watch some of the games, man.
I sneak and watch some of the games.
Well, I want to talk about this one. If it ain't nothing but to bring up Skylar Diggins, we're going to talk about it. And who better, her or the Gonzalez twin?
Oh, God.
Sports Unplugged. We'll be right back.